We're going to start with passive breathing. So we're breathing into our belly, making a nice big belly, holding it at the top, and exhaling down, holding it at the bottom. We'll do a couple like this. Deep inhale into the belly, feeling that belly rise, holding it. Exhaling, squeezing that core, exhaling all the air out, feeling those abs activate. And in through the belly, hold, and exhale all the way out. In through the belly, fill it up with air just like a balloon, and exhale. Good. Inhaling into the belly, we're going to add some load. So pick your feet up about 1/4 of an inch off the ground. Exhale all the air out. Feel those abs activate. We're just going to passively breathe in this position. So our feet are 1/4 of an inch off the ground. We're doing the same thing, just breathing into our belly, holding at the top, and then exhaling all the air out to activate those lower abs. We should feel our lower abs activating even more. There should be a small space in between the floor and our spine. And these feet off the ground are just adding some load. You can go ahead, put them down, relax for a moment, and then we'll pick them right back up. Nice. So we're breathing into the belly. And then as we exhale, we're just tapping our feet down and then pulling them right back up. Breathing into the belly. As we exhale, we just tap the feet down and pick them right back up. And relax, rest, maybe rock those knees back and forth. Just breathe normally. Take a moment. All right, let's get back to it. So we're laying flat on our back again. And now we're going to get into some active breathing. So you can take your hands and you can wrap those hands around your ribs so that your thumbs are on the back ribs and your other fingers are on those front ribs. We're going to take one deep inhale into the belly just to remind ourselves what it feels like to breathe there. And then we're going to exhale and start breathing into those back ribs. So we inhale into the back ribs and we exhale. And as we exhale, we feel those front ribs closing and coming together, and we feel those abs activating. Again, breathing into the back ribs. As we exhale, those abs activate and fire. Into the back ribs. Let's add some load. So we'll pick those feet up off the ground. We're still doing our active breathing. Our core is super tight and super engaged. And we're just breathing into those back ribs. And then we're exhaling and feeling those front ribs close as we exhale. And again, there's still a small space in between our lower back and the ground. Continuing to actively breathe through the load, bringing our chin to our chest. Let's go ahead and start extending that right leg long. So as we breathe in, we then exhale, and as we exhale, we just extend one leg nice and long. And then as we breathe in, we bring the leg back. As we exhale, we activate that core and we extend that leg like little bicycles. And then as we inhale, we bring it back. Good. Inhaling in and exhaling the leg long. And we're still breathing through those ribs. Good. Relax for a moment, put those feet down, and just maybe rock your knees side to side. And recover for a moment. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get back into position again. So our feet are a quarter of an inch above the ground. And we're continuing to breathe into our back ribs. But now we want to just release our hands from our ribs and pick them up. You can watch me on the screen if you need to. And we're just going to feel like there's 700 pounds of weight that is pressing against us. So once you kind of have seen my positioning, you can get into position. Our abs are activated, our lower core is working, we're breathing into our back ribs, and we feel like as though we're pushing 700 pounds away from us. And that's going to cause my shoulders to come up and off of the ground. My head is relaxed, but my shoulders are up and off the ground, and that should feel like a nice activation and a stretch almost in that back kind of shoulder area. Those rear delts, those triceps are working, and all the while our core is staying super activated with those feet hovering about a quarter of an inch above the ground. So we're still holding this, and we're still breathing into our ribs, into our back ribs. Our core is still super tight as we press that 700 pounds away. And we round through our shoulders. Our shoulders are up and off of the ground, but our head still rests on the ground. Good. You're almost there. Keep tucking that chin to your chest and relax. Good. Take a moment to breathe. We're almost done. We have one more of this core activation. We're gonna roll our head and our neck off the ground. But as we roll our head and our neck off the ground from that same position that we were just in, so we're gonna come back to that sort of shoulder roll up whenever you're ready. Feet are a quarter of an inch above the ground, core is tight, we're in that shoulder roll up, and then we pick our head up off the ground by using our abs. So we're not using our head or our neck. It comes first from those shoulders coming up and off of the ground, and then it comes from our abs that are helping to pick our head and our neck up and off the ground. And we still feel like we're pushing 700 pounds away. And the core is super activated here. There's still a space in between the ground and our lower back. That's our natural curvature of our spine. And we're just pushing that 700 pounds away, activating our core, breathing through the ribs. Head and neck is off the ground. Shoulders are up and off the ground. And we breathe. Almost there. Good. Keep breathing through the ribs. And relax down.